Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warieka LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warieka LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I say? You see? Set the path for the youth, Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, I. Greetings once again, that mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I first. And I think that's good. See? I want to welcome all viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe and make help grow the platform, because you don't know. So the thing said. You see? Don't know. Link my cash app. We not refuse no contribution. You see, for one feel like, sending a small thing, we give thanks same way, see. The cash app, you leave it in the link still. See? We do that, we say this. YouTube not really like the type of content them where I push. See? YouTube not like the way how I deal with the thing. I don't know why. I know I'm going to explain why to you. You see, obviously it's a white-owned company. No disrespect to my white audience or to white people in general, see. But you have some guy out there, especially when white man get rich or get powerful certain way, them demand this level of supremacy. Them feel, them have this belief in themselves. See, and overlooking the fact, the support where them have are the springboard them, where them have true favoritism, through certain substandard and inequality will still exist in our society. And while them will truly quickly admit, say, yeah, them things exist, it's like, so well then, them would want the people who are suffer from the existence of such that benefit them. These people should still wait on them to deliver equality or standard of living. See, and at their pace, and something that they don't accept a day for themselves, they'll quickly do it at pace for you, and you're supposed to wait, or else you're being aggressive or abusive or what you call uncivilized. See, the next thing again where it's like most of the struggle where black people face and the oppression and things like that what we go through was inflicted by white Europeans from our knowledge, from our standpoint, us in the West here. See it. It's all forgiveness and humanity and understanding. See it. We move on non-violently with love and try demand a level of civility of such. And we have been doing so over time. See, now the same white European youth them call themselves millennials today. See, particularly the owners of YouTube and so on. We will look at you and tell you, say, yeah, we agree, say you are being abused, you are being marginalized, you're being treated unequal and things like that by our race. See? Because you're predominantly white people who on YouTube, no doubt. See? And them sort of medium, yeah, by our race. But listen, you have to scream, you have to show the pain, you have to show your hurt according to how we YouTube demand that you do. You understand me? You cannot talk it as graphic as it is. Do not do that. It is offensive to us. So you're offending them. You're offending the very same people who oppressed you historically as a race. Yeah? By demanding now that they balance things out. are demanding a balance, whether they want to do it or not, by identifying the inequalities and observing a balance. No. Say it how we ask you to say it, or else we won't accept it. No, these are the liberties and our secret audacities that is being pushed or enforced, infused into the struggle today, as if it's non-existent, and you are being ridiculed by the people who historically, treated you like that. You are being ridiculed by them for shouting you hurt the way you feel. It's like, I punch you in your face, but you can't scream. I'll punch you in your mouth, until the lips are, you can't see your face because how swell your lips are, but you can't scream, you can't say anything until I tell you to. And again, you have to scream how I tell you to scream. You understand me? If I do not accept, this is why people of power in power today, this is why people who control the medium and the media today, they are looking in your face and telling you, you are being oppressed. You are historically being treated unequal and things like that. But listen, when you shout it out, we are ashamed and we don't like being ashamed. Keep it quiet. You see, it's like the abused being told. Obviously, the abuse is being told these days how to react to his abuse. Your reaction have to be politically correct by your abuser's standard. You understand me? YouTube tell me that these videos are not ad-worthy. No, my problem is who is assessing and submitting videos, like who's like directing where videos goes and who video. I mean, if I've got people watching these videos, don't these people watch? Are these people consumers of the goods that are advertised on YouTube as well? Shouldn't these people be able to see these things? Shouldn't they have a choice to see their favorite advert while watching their favorite video, to go shop for their favorite goods? Isn't it just business? Why is it a concern? I mean, it's not like nobody is watching the videos. People are watching the videos more so than before. Why is it that these people aren't allowed to see? Why is it that YouTube is claiming that the people who advertise, does not like to have their thing advertised on certain channels with certain narrative and thing like that? Why is that so? Who are these people? Why are they allowed to be blatantly selective and racist with the people that buy from them? This is obviously selectivism. You understand? It shouldn't exist nowhere within a media sphere or anything like that. Whenever I debate, I try to have a conversation with the YouTube algorithm about these issues, you see it seems like I'm ridiculed and twisted and turned and sent in all different directions. You see it? Be a terminologies that you have to be some high-level professor to even understand. You see it? And professor of information technology as well. You see it? Rather than make it quite simple, answer the simple question in the simple forms, like how I answered them. How could I get £800 when I've got 1,000 subscribers? And cannot see half that when I've got 12,000 subscribers? Simple questions like those, YouTube laugh in my face and say they don't know. I mean, you're the one who did it. How you made a mistake? Don't you want back your money or something like that? Is it that because after that first payment is when you started to review my channel and saw the contents and how aggressively forward it was towards black liberation, black development and black education? Is it because that YouTube have seen the fact that maybe we're trying to crack the code that's a science, the code of the science that maintains double standard and black inequality and things like that? Is it that we have come to a crossroad whereby it's either either, and it's totally against YouTube's agenda? Because I can't see a particular entity sending into adverts to a media house and choosing which platform to advertise on. I don't think you're allowed to be so selective, given the fact so well then it's just education. See, but this education is particularly reinforcing the self-esteem and self-confidence of historically deprived people of such, which is the only reason that particularly I see the science target the particular things, that I saw the science targeting that maintain the subhuman, way of living, where sometimes we administrate by, you understand me, with this aggression towards ourselves, one another, only ourselves. We only got strength for ourselves, each other. See, I don't know if this is the reason or these are the reason why this channel is being oppressed the way it is, blatantly and things like that, And at the end of the month in the analytics, YouTube would show me a certain sum, and then on payday you get half that amount. And it's like, why? There is no meterage or analytics that show what YouTube pays one for an advert. There is no analytics that show how much YouTube get for an advert. There is no analytics to show how much advert YouTube shows on one's channel and what these are worth, how often they are watched. There is no meterage to observe these things. All the power is within the hand and the dictation of YouTube. See? So it is what it is. The other day on my timeline, readily in my face, was like the success of black YouTubers. YouTube posted that video, or somehow it was posted and in my timeline. And one thing all of these black YouTubers, successful black YouTubers, had in common was that they all said that they cannot represent the black people in general because they don't know what every black people think. That's the only statement that they had in common. I don't know why the YouTube make it their point of duty to have them say this, but it was blatantly there. Like, they all were saying, I should look for that video, I should reshare it, They are these people who are only people who does not have anything in common with the struggles or the popular argument of the regular black community. All of them British as well. We cannot represent the entire community of black people. Basically, I can only represent my family. And my content is made for a universal audience and things like that. And these are the things, these are the black creators that YouTube aspire to promote and push forward. Nobody who would address the grassroots problems that affect us. You understand? As long as we integrate and forget everything where we are coming from and integrate our mentality, our way of thinking and culture rally into that which other cultures accept and aspire to. You understand me? We are still being enslaved by the fact that we are not allowed free thinking, really. We're not being allowed to think freely. See, even though with these platforms they're saying it's public and open, democratically, liberal for people to give their views and have their opinion as long as they keep in with the spirit of the guidelines and the laws. You understand? It doesn't matter. They're still hidden agendas. All of these policies and rules and laws are hypocritical. See, they're set there to act as a moral presence, like morality is present. But even with YouTube, morality only applies when YouTube is the benefactor. You know, see it? No disrespect. When I put up a video, this video, yeah, the first half hour of the video, I think like that, is when most subscribers watch it, yeah, and this is when most people see the advert and when the videos will make the money. My videos don't get okay for adverts and sometime the next day, and that's being moderate. See, sometimes it takes 3 days. You know, see it? And that's the norm between me and YouTube. You understand me? I don't know if it's like that for everybody or anybody else, but it is like that for me. Every day. It's an everyday thing. You know, see? You know, see? So, while the notion of free and independent media exists, it's only a word of mouth thing, particularly from these guys here who benefit. You know? But listen, back in the day, producers of music and things like that used to steal the benefits for the artists themselves by having them sign some are not signed and sell them products and benefit from it. And today, laws and things like that has come about whereby these artists are defending what's theirs and they are getting it. You understand? Even though it's not gonna hurt you as an entity because it's just a slap in the wrist from your partners and your friends. You know, fact remain, what's for Caesar is gonna be for Caesar. Share, like, and subscribe. Rastafari.